Hey everybody, it's Mike back again. I want to kind of apologize about the last video. It I was pretty high and I had taken a pill, and it's just crazy how when I talk to people and they see how I am now or how I am then, and they're like, it's like night and day. It's like two different people. The one lady said to me, "You look like you when you're like that. You look like you should be in like um, a mental institution. Like you just look crazy." And that's the thing about like the pills. Like even they're doctor prescribed, and you think they're safe or whatever, but you don't even want to take a chance with that because everyone I talk to, but not everyone, but mostly a lot of the people I talk to, you ask them how they get started on drugs, and they say pills. They're like Percocet, um, Vicodin, anything like that, and then they start taking them, and they start taking too much, and then the prescription runs out. They can't get it filled for a little bit, and they turn to and the heroin's so much cheaper, and especially back in the day when OxyContin first came out, that was like a bad epidemic. But anyway, it's you got to be careful because you don't know how uh, much of a addictive personality you have, and some people you would never expect would try a pill or something, and then like my aunt, my mom was a drug addict, but my aunt is too, and she never did drugs or whatever, and then she got prescribed Vicodin, and a couple of years later she's in a car shooting heroin in her neck and smoking crack, and I wouldn't, my aunt was such a great lady, you would never have expected that from her. But like today, you see how I am now. I did two bags. One was called Prime Time. The other one was called Perfect 11. I smoked a little bit of crack, but not much. I'm just tired of this life. It's no way to live. So if you're out there and you're thinking about experimenting with drugs, a train's going by. People, and most people that I talk to too, you ask them about the beginning of them getting high, and they say that I believe that I know marijuana is called a gateway drug, and you start smoking weed, which I'd advise not to because that just opens up a can of worms that you don't want, to deal with. But I also believe that I think alcohol is like the biggest gateway drug. And some people say it's not a drug, but you start drinking, and like my dad was an alcoholic until the last year of his life when he got prescribed OxyContin, and then he became a heroin addict. But like today it's raining out, and I think it's supposed to rain all day, and I just have just a couple of things to deal with that I hate having to say, or it's just so unnecessary, and I'm just too nice of a person to hit the problems head on and try to take care of it, because it's just I got myself in a situation now where I'm involved with someone that is just pretty much in the way, and I try to be nice and I try to deal with it the right way, but because using drugs, you involve this person in your life, and then I was trying to think how to explain this, and I got myself into something that I shouldn't have gotten into because of drugs, and now I'm in way over my head with it, and it's just pretty much it's annoying, and drugs they affect your life in so many ways, with love, with work, school, whatever, your health, and it's just so I think about my life, and it's just so crazy how I can't even go like a mile away from here without getting anxiety of being out of my comfort zone, and it's sick. It's a sick way to live. Like having to worry about just I can't. There's nothing real in my life. Anything real, friends, lovers, you know, what's it called? Like any like my. I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know. I'm having a brain loss of thought. But like any, you know, like if you play a guitar, or if you play the piano, or if you run, or if you exercise, or if you read, or if you job, whatever you like to go online. All of that is affected by my drug use because all of that is on the back burner because of drugs. Like especially, you can't have a true relationship and you can't have a true emotion unless drugs are involved, and it's horrible because no matter what you do in life, if you think you're in love with someone, you're not. You can't fully be in love with that person because drugs will always come first, no matter what. And it's a fucked up way to live because I don't like to think of myself as using people or just not being 100% genuine. But most of the times when I am talking to someone, I have ulterior motive and I'm trying to get something from them, and I'm a fake person, and it's sad to say I'm probably one of the fakest people you ever want to meet, and I hate that. But don't do drugs. Like I swear to God, like music and lyrics and rappers and rock stars make it out to be cool, but it's definitely not. It's a roller coaster that you don't want to go on. But all right. Until next time, thank you for listening. I am what not to do in life.